I would like to thank you all for coming here today, whether you came by train, plane, car or McBrain's. It's up to you to celebrate Callum and Emma's wedding. When Emma said she was leaving for Sweden in 2017, we were shocked at the start, but she left with a couple of suitcases, not knowing anybody. Brave girl, but she got on fine. Emma's a very strong, very capable, independent young woman. While she was away, she phoned me one day and says, "Where are you?" Here's me thinking she'd be in Norway, Sweden, Finland or Denmark. And she says, "Look outside your window." Here was Emma standing outside the house. You know? And it was then you realised, when you actually seen her, how much we missed her. And myself and Emma walked round to Spey that morning. Just a little thing, just a wee thing. The two of us walked round, And seeing Emma there, this lifts your spirit. She just brightens up your day, That's what she does. And Susan and I are so proud to be her parents, and we just love her to bits. Callum came into our lives when him and Emma started dating. He's a very hard-working, clever, honest lad who obviously loves our Emma. 4 traits that are right up there in my book. He's even started swinging a golf club, another plus for me. He's an absolute credit to his mum Lynn and his late father Alistair. This is where I'm supposed to welcome Callum into the family. But truth be told, Callum was really part of the family the first time we met him. May your love be modern enough to survive these times and old-fashioned enough to last forever.
We come here to celebrate a great day in Emma and Callum's life, and a great celebration for everyone, family and friends here gathered. Emma and Callum's relationship is a great journey that, in different ways, we have travelled and will continue to travel with them. Today, we pause along the way to gather at this decisive and important moment for us all. They are to be married. Callum James, will you take Emma Louise to be your wife?
I will.
Emma Louise, will you take Callum James to be your husband?
I will.
I, Callum James, take you, Emma Louise, to be my wife, to have and to hold, from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, till death us do part, according to God's holy law. And this is my solemn vow.
I, Emma Louise, take you, Callum James, to be my husband, to have and to hold, from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, till death us do part, according to God's holy law. And this is my solemn vow.
In the presence of God and before this congregation, Callum and Emma have given their consent and made their marriage vows to each other. I therefore proclaim that they are husband and wife. That which God has joined together, let not man divide.
Between us, Aminder and I have had the pleasure of knowing our beloved Groom for over 35 years in total. And as a result, we have more than a few topics we'd like to address tonight. I first met Callum at uni. As you probably expect, whose competitive nature was on show right from the off when it came to who got the best marks in exams, who could build the better Excel spreadsheet, but also in odder ways, who could become pals with all the lecturers, and who could look the most like the rejected member of McFly. But outside of his questionable style choices, what stood out is that he's a kind-hearted man.
He's always there for his friends, he's always there for his family. He'll always try and help in any way that he can. Me and Kevin both know this firsthand, how much Callum has been there for us in the past. Sadly, we have also went through what Callum went through a couple of years ago, and that we have lost our dads as well. And I know he was always there for us. He checked in on me, he offered me support when I needed it, and I know he did the same for you, Kev. And I hope we've done that for you. Everyone in here knows that's truly who Callum is at his core. He's selfless. I know your dad would be proud of you. I know I am, and I know he would be proud of the man you've become today. I met Emma during lockdown. When we first met Emma that time, she put on a cocktail evening for us. Negronis, espresso martinis, margaritas. I mean, what else did we need? We knew she was going to fit perfectly into our social group. Anytime I would ever speak to Callum, he would always seem so happy, and anytime he spoke about this new relationship he was in, he was always telling me, I feel like this could be the one. And that was all I could ever ask for. She's definitely one of those people that you can tell makes people better, and I know she's definitely done that for Callum. I know that Callum will always be there for you, Emma. He will be a rock for you when you need him, even if he's struggling a little bit himself. You can just see when you are together that you are made for each other, and you are an absolutely phenomenal couple. So I would just like to finish by saying that's it, Emma, it's yours now. You can't get them back to it. That's it. It's done. Dusted.
For those of you who maybe aren't lucky enough yet to have spent that much time with Emma, I can't tell you how much wonder and joy she will bring to your life. Every situation she comes into, every experience we've had together, she brings a kindness, a humour and a compassion that just makes everything seem so much easier. Good, bad, big, small, whether it's sitting in higher maths or going to visit her in Sweden, when we went to Morocco, even Joanna's nightclub, she managed to make a bearable experience, which is saying something. When I first met Callum was actually after he and Emma had already moved in together. So I wasn't cautious, but I was a little hesitant as to who could possibly be good enough. Of course, I had nothing to worry about. He instantly showed me how generous, kind, and funny he was, but more importantly, how much he just clearly adored Emma.
On behalf of my wife and I, I would like to thank you all for joining us here in this stunning venue to celebrate us becoming husband and wife. It's great to see so many of our friends and family have managed to travel to share our special day with us. The hardest part today is not having Dad here to celebrate it with us. As most of you know, he passed away in 2021, not having actually met Emma face to face. I know that one thing is for sure, that you would have gone so well, that you probably would have had some heated debates, but shared the love of reading and a good dram. I remember him calling me after meeting you over Zoom for the first time and saying, "This one's a keeper, don't let her go," and I don't plan to. If he was here today, he'd be telling me that this is a milestone in our life, an opportunity, a ticket to the dance, if you will, and that our life together is there for the taking and we should make the most of it, and I thoroughly plan to. To my loving wife, Emma, the last 3 years have been the best of my life, and I'm very lucky that today marks the beginning of our future together. You are my lifeline, my rock, the one who keeps me fed, watered, clothed and alive on a daily basis. You put up with my bad jokes, terrible habits and my love of country and western music. You've been there for the best of times and the worst of times. And I wouldn't have been able to cope half as well as I did if I didn't have my teammate by my side. For those of you who don't know my wife, she is a huge poetry fan. So I've prepared a short poem about how you and I met. And for those of you not fluent in the Doric, right, quines mean girls, right? So It's called My Ruth is Quine. In 2018, we met on the Mac. You were living in Sweden. I'm glad you came back. Scrolling one night, I saw a post on the gram. You were down by the Spey, having a dram. So this young Paisley lad, after a night on the wine, decided to be bold and drop you a line. Both on Tinder and Hinge, having no luck, you decided to entertain the word of this smuck. Lockdown happened that year and we started to talk. Then you came to Oban and we went for a walk. You moved in that December and I was happy to boast I was no longer had to live on kebabish pizzas and toast. Through good times and bad, you've been by my side. I never thought I'd get to call you my bride. I met all the Reeds in 2021 from Speyside to Isla in the summer sun. It was later that year I set by my task, for in the kitchen in Green Street I had Sandy to ask. That brings us to today, when you said yes. I'm sure everyone agrees you look stunning in your dress. Who knows what will happen as we head down the line, but I'll face it head on with my Ruth is Quine. So please be upstanding and raise a toast to life, for today is the day that Emma became my wife.